It is a connection we rarely consider, yet it binds us all. Every day, countless times a day, we reach for our digital devices. Our phones, our tablets, our computers, they have become extensions of ourselves, windows to a vast and interconnected world. They bring us knowledge, connection, and convenience in ways that were once unimaginable. Yet, behind this seamless digital reality lies a surprising and significant truth. Our collective digital activity, from streaming a film to sending a simple message, consumes an immense amount of energy. In fact, the information and communication technology sector is projected to consume 20% of global electricity by 2025. This single startling fact invites us to look closer at the world we are building, both on-screen and off. This vast consumption of power is the invisible thread that links our daily habits to a much larger story. It is a story about the planet and about our own health. The devices we hold in our hands do not simply appear from thin air, nor do they run on it. The life of every digital device begins with the Earth itself. To create a single smartphone, a complex recipe of materials is required. Lithium must be extracted from the ground. Cobalt must be extracted from the ground. Rare earths must be extracted from the ground. The process of mining is often invasive. It can scar landscapes, pollute local water sources with toxic runoff, disrupt fragile ecosystems that have taken millennia to form. The demand for these materials is immense and growing, driven by our constant desire for the latest technology. This relentless extraction places a heavy burden on the natural world, a cost that is paid long before we ever unbox our new gadget. Once the raw materials are gathered, the journey continues in factories where they are transformed into intricate components. Manufacturing a microchip is an energy-intensive and water-hungry process. Manufacturing a battery is an energy-intensive and water-hungry process. These facilities, often powered by fossil fuels, release significant amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to the warming of our planet. The finished devices are then shipped across oceans and continents, another step that adds to their carbon footprint. The environmental cost accumulates at each stage. Beyond the visible impact on our planet, our relationship with screens carries a more personal, invisible cost to our health. One of the most immediate effects is on our sleep. Our bodies have a natural rhythm, a biological clock that tells us when to be awake and when to rest. The blue light emitted from the screens of our phones, tablets, and computers can disrupt this delicate cycle. Using these devices late at night can trick our brains into thinking it is still daytime, suppressing the release of melatonin, the hormone that helps us fall asleep. This can lead to difficulty drifting off, resulting in poor quality sleep that leaves us feeling tired, irritable, and less able to function during the day. The constant connectivity offered by our devices can also take a toll on our mental health. The endless stream of notifications, emails, and social media updates can create a persistent state of low-grade stress and anxiety. We may feel a relentless pressure to be always available and responsive. Social media platforms in particular can foster a culture of comparison, where we measure our own lives against the carefully curated highlights of others. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and a decline in self-esteem. The more time we spend in this digital world, the less time we may have for the real-world interactions that are essential for our mental and emotional resilience. Furthermore, our physical bodies are not designed for the sedentary lifestyle that often accompanies high screen use. The good news is that we have the power to change this relationship. We can take simple, practical steps today to mitigate the harm to ourselves and the planet. The first step is to use our devices more mindfully and with greater intention. This begins with reclaiming our attention by turning off non-essential notifications. Each buzz and beep is designed to pull us back to the screen, but we can choose which alerts truly matter. We can set daily time limits on the apps that consume most of our time, creating clear digital boundaries. Establish screen-free periods during meals for the last hour before bed to create space for conversation, reflection, and sleep. A second powerful action is to extend the life of the devices we already own. We can resist the pressure to upgrade every year and embrace longevity and repair. Take good care of your devices. We stand at a unique moment in history, holding incredible power in the palms of our hands. The challenges posed by our digital world are real, but they are not insurmountable. The path forward is not one of denial or despair, but one of conscious, hopeful action. Every small choice we make can contribute to a larger positive shift. When we decide to put our phones away during dinner, we are choosing connection. When we choose to repair a device instead of replacing it, we are choosing stewardship. These individual actions